Welcome to day 8 of 28 days of yoga. Meet me in Sukhasana to start our practice with your palms facing your knees. Let's bring our shoulders up, pull them back, and drop them down. Start to take longer, slower, and deeper breaths in and out through your nose with a slight constriction at the back of your throat, our Ujjayi pranayama. It's okay to sit still in Sukhasana, but it's also okay to rock and move or do whatever feels right for you. A tricky part for me in meditation in general has always been the stillness, being completely still. And some people might tell you that you need to stay completely still in order to properly meditate, but for me, sometimes it's easier to rock, and that's just how my brain and my body work. So if you find something that works for you, that makes your practice easier, more enjoyable, do what you want. You are the only person who knows what you need and what's best for you and your body. So let's inhale our arms up, 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 reaching towards the sky. And the crown of your head is also reaching up towards the sky, towards the heavens, the universe, where our higher power brings their energy down into our crown, throughout our bodies, down our nadis, through the chakras, and out our root chakra into earth. And then the energy at the core of the earth that we are all connected to comes up from our root chakra up and out of our crown, and the energy of the universe is recycled through all living beings in this way. And in this way, we are all connected and everything is possible for us. So let's keep our hands reaching up to the sky. I know I put mine down, but keep reaching, reach, reach, reach. Interlace your fingers and then turn with your ribs all the way to the right as much as you can. Keep turning. On your inhale, sit up taller, get more length in your spine, and on your exhale, twist a bit more and then bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind you. You can turn and look behind you if you want to, if that feels good. And with every inhale, keep sitting up taller, and on every exhale, try to twist a little more. Avoid cranking into your spine. Don't force anything. Allow all movements to flow and to feel good. On your next inhale, reach up to the sky. Interlace your fingers with the opposite pinky on top this time. Reach up and twist to the left. And on every inhale, sit up taller, reach up more towards the sky, get more length in your spine. And with each exhale, twist a little more. And then we're going to bring our right hand to our left knee and our left hand behind us. And again, every inhale, sit up taller, get more length, and every exhale, twist a little more. And you're welcome to turn around and look behind you if that is okay on your neck. Inhale your arms all the way up and then bring them down to a T. So you're reaching out on either side. And then turning, keeping your arms like a T, and just turning from your upper body, so your hips are staying where they're at. Turn as much as you can to the right, keeping your hips in line on the ground. You're just using your upper body to turn, trying to turn all the way to your right, and then come back to center and turn to your left, just using your upper body. And back to center, and keeping your hands in a T. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart, coming into butterfly. Now you can grab your feet and flap your little butterfly wings. Flap, 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 like you're a little kid in a gymnastics class. Okay, and then inhale, sit up nice and tall, get some length, and exhale, fold forward as much as you want to fold forward today. Keeping that length in your spine, that nice long line. And just folding forward as much as feels okay for your body. You're not trying to copy my body or how I look. You're more using the cues and the instructions to guide your body into what pose feels right for you. My body is an example of what it might look like for you, but remember, your body is different and our bodies are always different on different days. So your pose doesn't have to look a certain way, it just has to feel good. And then we're going to bring our feet out wide. Your legs are straight, toes pointed up to the sky. Again, we're going to bring our hands just down on your legs wherever they fall. And then inhale your shoulders up, pull them back and drop them down, grounding into earth with the base of your spine, reaching up to the sky with the crown of your head, keeping your spine nice and long as you fold forward, however much you want to or feel good doing today. Keeping your spine long, I'd rather you stay up here than go deep with a misaligned spine. It might feel like a small accomplishment or win in the moment, but in the long term, forcing your body into shapes is going to do more harm than good. You want to gradually work your body into the strength and flexibility to get deeper into a pose. And no matter how hard or long or much practice you put into a pose, you're never going to look exactly like another person doing the same pose, because we all have different bodies and our bodies move in different shapes. That's just how it is. So yoga is not about the pose. And come on up. And we're going to bring our feet on the ground, like into a squat with our butt still on the ground. We're going to work our way up into malasana. So ground down into your feet, into all four corners of both of your feet, and make sure your knees are tracking in the same direction as your toes, and come on off your butt. You can adjust a bit here, however it feels nice. Bring your hands together to heart center. And let's tune back into our posture. So remember to bring your shoulders up, pull them back, and drop them down. So you're sitting up nice and tall. Breathing here. And then you're welcome to bring your hands on the ground for added support if that is going to help you. But if you want a little extra challenge, try to keep your hands together at heart center. Shift all of your weight into just your right foot, grounding really hard, pressing into the earth. Now, think about when you're bouncing a basketball or any ball. You bounce a ball, and the force that you bounce it with, it will shoot back up. So if you do like a little bounce, I have a ball, I'll show you. So if I'm just going like this, it's like a little, not much force, right? But if I really put some force into it, it bounces up much higher. The same is true with your body and the earth. The earth, everything is energy, right? So if I'm grounding, if I'm not putting that much energy and effort into grounding my foot down, the earth isn't going to hold on that much. But if I'm grounding down with the force of this, the energy from the earth is going to bounce back. So it's not just you pushing down, it's the energy from the earth also holding you in place. So the more you ground and connect and energetically push yourself and stabilize in poses, the more stable you'll be from the other perspective as well, from underneath, from the ground, from earth. So that's just an interesting energetic fact and something to really think about and consider when you're pushing yourself and grounding into the earth. So the more force I use to ground this foot in, the more force the earth is using to connect me to her. And with that in mind, let's put all of our weight into our right foot and slide out your left leg, coming into a little squat. So you're balancing on your right foot and your left heel. Your butt's off the ground, and you can bring your hands in front of you and fold forward. You can come onto your elbows if you want to. We're stretching out our hips, the inside of our thigh. And you can either keep your hands on the ground while you do this or bring them back together at heart center and slide that left foot back into Malasana. And then we're going to put all of our weight onto our left foot and all of Zuko's weight onto my left foot as well. And then we're going to slide our right foot out, taking the same pose on the other side. So we're balancing on our right heel and our left foot. Remember to use that force. Press with your heel and your foot into the earth and allow the earth to grab onto you and hold you in place and help you balance. And then fold forward, bring your hands in front of you, and fold forward as much as it feels good to you. And remember, even in this pose, in most poses, you're keeping your spine nice and aligned from the base of your spine to the crown of your head, one nice long line. And then when you're ready, slide that foot back into Malasana. And I want you to bring your hands in front of you, lean forward, and heel toe your feet out so you're coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to your thighs, look up a bit, get some length in your spine, fold forward again, and then inhale your arms up, coming all the way up. Your big toes are pointed slightly in towards each other. And you're reaching up to the sky. Grab your hands together, pointing your pointer fingers up to the sky, and lean to the right. And then come back up and lean to the left. And bring your hands on your hips. If this doesn't feel very stable to you, you can change your stance. So come in a bit more if that feels better, or even take it a bit wider if that's your style. I took mine in a bit because it feels better and more stable for me. And we're going to do some rounds of hip circles. So just taking your hip in circles all the way around, like you're scraping a bowl. It's really pushing forward all the way to the side, all the way behind you. Making some lovely hip circles, really getting into our sacral chakras, opening up our hips, moving around the energies there. We're going one way, and I'll let you know when to switch directions. Now go ahead and go in the other direction. Whenever you're ready, just meet me back in a neutral position. And then we're going to turn our feet out to the side. So right toes facing the front of the mat, left toes facing the side of the mat. If you messed around with your stance, you can do that again here. So either take it in more or make it wider, and then bend your knees. And now you really want your ankles below your knees. And then I want you to bring your hands to your thighs, bend into the squat, and turn towards the left. And come back up and turn towards the right. And then just come back into your goddess pose. Bring your hands together at heart center. Hold here. It's a bit challenging. Remember to point the base of your spine towards the earth, grounding in and reaching the crown of your head up to the sky, keeping that nice long spine. Pressing into the earth with all four corners of both your feet. On your next inhale, straighten your legs, reach up. And then I want you to bring your left foot parallel with the back of the mat, so your toes are pointing towards the side of the mat. You want to turn your right foot so your toes are pointed towards the front of the mat. Your front heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. Bend your knee so it's above your right ankle. Open up your arms into warrior two. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. And then come back to warrior two. And then with your knee bent, reach forward until you can't reach forward anymore, dropping into side angle pose. Come back to warrior two. Straighten that leg, turn that foot in. So now your right foot is parallel, just like a mirror of your left foot. And then turn your left foot, coming into warrior two on the other side. Remember to keep weight into that back foot. So you're trying to press evenly into both feet, using that force to connect you into earth. Opening up into warrior two. Inhale and reverse your warrior. Come back to warrior two and then reach forward until you can't reach anymore and drop down into side angle pose. Then come back to warrior two. Straighten that leg. Turn both your feet so your toes are slightly pointed in towards each other. Inhale your arms up and fold forward. Keeping your spine nice and long. Bring your left hand in the center of your feet, but like in front of them a bit. And then open up with your right hand, reaching up to the sky. And then put your right hand where your left hand is now, and reach your left hand up to the sky. Get a nice twist in your upper back. And then bring both hands down. Look up, bring your hands to your thighs, get some length. Fold down. And then inhale, stand all the way up. Turn your right foot pointing towards the front of your mat so that your front ankle is in line with the arch of your back foot, but we're going to keep that leg straight and then reach forward so you can't reach anymore, coming into triangle pose. Remember to press into that back foot, into your left foot, just as much as you're pressing into your right foot, rounding down. And then come back up, reach your arms all the way up to the sky, turn your right foot to match your left foot, and then turn your left foot so that your ankle is in line with the arch of your right foot. Bring your arms to a T and reach forward, coming into triangle pose on the opposite side. And then stand all the way up. Inhale your arms. Turn your feet in towards each other a little bit. Bring your hands to heart center. And then come in a little bit more. Get your feet ready for Malasana. So where your feet usually are in Malasana. Keep your spine nice and long. This is going to be a bit tricky, but taking your time, go as slow as you possibly can. It really helps to be grounding your feet into the earth, pressing down with all four corners on both feet, remembering that the force that you press down with is the force that the earth will hold you up with. And with that connection, start bending your knees and slowly, 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 keeping your spine long, so the base of your spine is pointing towards the earth, crown of your head reaching up to the sky, and slowly, 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 slowly coming all the way down, squatting down as slow as you can. Try not to sit on my cat. Into Malasana. So keep going if you're still going. I'm just staying in Malasana for a second. And then sit down on your bum and meet me on your back. I'm going to keep your legs bent here. And then pull your right leg into your chest. Take your right foot, flex it, and then twist your leg so that your right ankle is on your left thigh. And then bring your left leg in towards you, and you can grab on your shin or your thigh, whatever is easier for you. And coming into reverse pigeon. So keeping your right foot flexed, and flex both your feet actually. So keep your feet flexed, nice and engaged. And breathing here, pulling in as much as you want to. Try to keep your lower back on the mat. And then bring both your feet down, knees pointed up to the sky, feet flat on the mat, knees back. And then bend, bring in, pull in your left leg, flexing that foot, turning the leg, bringing your left ankle onto your right thigh, and then pulling in your right leg, grabbing on the shin with your fingers interlaced, or on your thigh underneath, whatever feels better for you today. And come out of that. And we're going to rock back and forth on our spine. Be sure not to crush any kittens that might be laying on your yoga mat. I'm talking about you, buddy. I'm talking about you. You're so distracting. Okay. And then come up to the front of your mat. Now we did thread the needle or reverse pigeon. So now we're going to take pigeon up here. We've been doing this the past few days because I don't know if you've noticed, I kind of have a theme going on. The first 4 days of our practice was like root chakra vibes, and the next 4 days, which ends today, is the 8th, this has been sacral chakra vibes. So I'm healing your chakras. You're healing your chakras. And we're gonna come into pigeon. So your left leg is straight behind you, left toe is pointing straight behind you. Your right leg your right leg is bent and your foot is flexed. And remember, if this hurts your knee at any time, come right out of it and you can go back to reverse pigeon, the pose we just did instead. So sit up as tall as you can and then fold forward. And if you're ready to come out of it, come on up. And if you're not ready yet, press pause and stay in it for a bit longer. But if you're ready, swing your left leg around, make it match your right leg, and then swing your right leg behind you. And maybe this side is hurting your knee today. Even if the other side didn't, still come right out of it and take that reverse pigeon instead. Just sit up nice and tall and fold forward. And when you're ready, come on out of that pigeon pose. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Bringing your legs, hugging them in. You can cross your right knee over your left. Bring your arms to a T and drop your legs off to your left side. Looking towards your right hand. And then come back in towards center. Uncross your knees and cross your left leg over your right and drop it towards the right. Looking over your left. Taking this nice twist. Come back to center. I invite you to take any poses or movements that you want to before meeting us into Shavasana, our final resting pose, the most important pose of your practice, releasing all tension in your body, relaxing into the earth, letting go of any control in your breathing. Let's do a quick scan from the top of your head, going down your face, down your shoulders, past your chest, your stomach, your hips, your legs, down to your feet. Forget about your hands and your arms, they're up there. But as you do a little scan, releasing any tension, letting go anywhere you might be holding on. Just relaxing here. And just keeping your mind clear. Thoughts might pop on up, but don't go down those rabbit holes. Just allow the thoughts to float by. Like your mind is a clear sky. Clouds might pass by, the clouds being your thoughts, but they're just going to float on by, leaving you with a clear sky, clear mind. Shavasana. Start making some movements in your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms above your head, stretching out your body. Roll off onto your right side. And taking your time, slowly meeting us back into Sukhasana. Bring your hands together at heart center. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to the universe, and be kind to all life everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in for day 8 of 28 days of yoga. And I will see you tomorrow for day 9.